What's up guys, Garrett with selftdev. Today we're going over how to use aliases to increase your productivity while coding. Now let's go ahead and open up our terminal here. We're gonna zoom in a little bit on that so we can make sure that the font's visible. And we are going to code r.bashrc. Now if you're on Mac, this is going to be a ZSHRC, but I'm on Windows using a bash terminal, so I'm using bashrc. And that will open up a file. Yours is probably going to be empty, but I've got all of the aliases I would ever need set up here. Well, not all of them, but a good sample for you. I'll have a link to this in the description if you want to go look there, and then you can just copy and paste these. But aliases are essentially just variables, so pretty simple. Anytime we run npm I in the terminal, it's going to actually run npm install. If we run rm node, it's going to remove the node modules, the package lock, and then run npm install. So these get a lot more helpful the longer the command is, but I mean, even this just still saves you a few seconds, which adds up over the course of a year to a handful of hours. So small, simple thing, but small, simple improvement as well. Let's do CDP. Now this navigates to where I have all of my code. We can CD to YouTube demos. We'll make dir, what do we want to call this? Test. We'll CD to test, and then we can do GS. So, oh wait, we need to get init. There we go. Now it's a Git repository. And now if we run GS, we can see that it's actually running Git status. Let's touch test or text.txt. We'll do GA to add it, GCM, adding test file. And then if we run GS again, we can see that that is added, committed, and then there's nothing else to commit because the branch is clean. So pretty simple. Now, important thing to note, if you make a change to this file, like let's say we change this to GSS for whatever reason, and we go back to our terminal, it doesn't automatically refresh. You have to do source .bashrc to get it to reload from the bashrc because the files run during initialization of the terminal. So if we type that and run or press enter, it would reload it. I've got a reload command here though that shortcuts that. So we are just going to use that. And now if we run GSS, it successfully runs Git status again. Can't tell you how much time I've wasted trying to figure out why something's not working, and it's because I didn't resource it. Not specifically with this, typically with environment variable changes, I forget to run that, but just a little helpful thing. So again, I'll have this linked up in the description if you need those, and I think that's about it for this one. Gonna get back to putting out one video a week. So I will see you guys next week.